Disclaimer, HCI2K is not a lawyer, and nothing he says here should be construed as legal advice. Got it? Good.
Hi everybody, today I want to talk to you about a little something called the DMCA. You see, once upon a time there was a thing in copyright law called fair use. This was a part of copyright law that said if you bought something that was copyrighted, like say a DVD, you could do stuff like make backup copies for personal use, maybe rip the footage and use it in a mashup video like the sort of thing you see on YouTube. But then in 1998, a bunch of douchebags with more money than God got together and bullied Congress into passing something called the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. This law did a lot of fucked up things, but the one that we're concerned with here is that it made it illegal to break encryption on copyrighted materials. So if I bought, say, Dragon Box 1, available now on Amazon, and I wanted to use the footage to make, say, something like this, then that use of the footage might be considered fair use, but technically I'm still breaking the law by bypassing the encryption to rip the footage in the first place. However, it turns out that there's also a clause in the DMCA that brings it up for review by the Librarian of Congress every 3 years, and he just released a new set of 6 exceptions, special cases in which the DMCA does not apply, and one of them is, you guessed it, non-profit mashup videos. So if I wanted to make something like, say, this, last week would have technically been illegal. This week, perfectly legal. Who do we have to thank for this? Well, first of all, obviously the Librarian of Congress himself. Now, full disclosure, I do work at a library. And you know, I've noticed that anytime there's a government employee who doesn't seem to have his head totally up his own ass, chances are they have the word library somewhere in their job description. And anytime there's a struggle over freedom of expression or censorship, libraries are always front and center fighting for your rights. But they're also one of the first public services to feel the axe anytime there's a budget crunch. So support your local library with donations, or by fighting for them if your city or county is talking about cutting funding. But who do you think it was who was leaning on the Librarian of Congress to consider issues like this in the first place? I'll tell you who, it was the Electronic Frontier Foundation. That's a special interest group that's always lobbying for the rights of little guys like us against big fat corporate douchebags when it comes to technological and free speech issues like this. This is the first victory we've had in a while, but the fight is far from over, so if you can spare anything to donate to the cause, please do so. And you know that I never bring something like this to your attention unless it's something that I've supported with my hard-earned dollars myself.
Looks like the good fight has gained a new ally.